Hey my little party animals! hiphiprenee here today with a brand new video for you. Simmers are always looking for new, fun, and exciting ways to switch up how they play their games. Despite a myriad of packs and expansions, it's easy for The Sims 4 to get stale and need a little spicing up. Let's take a look at the top 10 build challenges you can do in The Sims 4. Number 1. The Solid Color Challenge. From my very extensive 5 minutes of research, the earliest instance of the Solid Color Build Challenge was from the Sims Online website in 2017, crediting Golden Simmer as the creator. No, not that Golden Simmer, the good Golden Simmer. The rules are fairly simple, but have been mixed up and changed in different ways over the years. The basic premise of the challenge is that every object, swatch, and item you use in your builds, from the walls, to the plants, to the counters, must be of the color you have selected. Blue is a popular color to choose, with many different swatches available to choose from. But a lot of Simmers take the hard road with green, orange, or even Barbie pink. This can be switched up with each room or area in the house being a specific color to make a gorgeous rainbow home. Number 2. The 10-Minute Build Challenge. The 10-Minute Build Challenge I found in my equally as extensive research was created in May 2015 on the Sims forum by a member called YT Sparkles. It has yet another simple but effective rule set. Create a build within 10 minutes. Many Sims builders find that it takes them hours and hours to finish a single build. Due to all the landscaping, clutter, and detailing it takes to build a truly beautiful home in the game. So for someone who really likes to spend their time perfecting something, the 10-Minute Build Challenge can be a nightmare. This of course has been done many times over and has switched up in recent years. Some Simmers choose to combine the 10-Minute Build Challenge with things like no zoom or no mistakes, and others change up the time limit to make the challenge easier or harder on themselves. No matter which version you attempt, just remember not to be disappointed in the likely strange outcome. Number 3. The Black and White Build Challenge. The best I could find is that the true black and white challenge that I was thinking of was created by the Sim Supply, now known as James Turner, but there are variations of the challenge. The one that immediately pops into my brain is James Turner's version, where he actually changes his computer settings to only show black and white, therefore making swatch selection a horrifying and impossible task if you hope to have a cohesive house at the end. Having a really good understanding of swatches is imperative here if you don't want your house to feel the way a townie looks. The basic premise is that you change your computer monitor settings to only black and white, and then build to the best of your abilities. But as with every challenge, there have been variations. The most notable for the Black and White Build Challenge essentially turns it into a solid color challenge, but with 2 colors, black and white. Many Simmers have challenged themselves to only use black or white swatches to build within the game, and the outcomes are usually pretty striking. Number 4. Budget Challenges. Budget challenges are a little different in that I don't mean a challenge like see how you do compared to other Simmers or here's a really complicated rule set, but instead I mean that it's simply challenging to do. From what I can tell, no one person has taken credit for starting any specific budget challenges, but there are many. Starter homes are fun to do and have to be kept to under 20,000 simoleons. There's also the 10K Build Challenge, which cuts the starter home funds in half. And then there is the Each Room is a Different Budget Challenge, where Simmers have either a random selection tool to give them various budget constraints for each room, or they simply select predetermined budgets for each room. This is a great way to try a quote challenge without going too far out of your comfort zone while building. Plenty of Simmers have made beautiful builds on a budget, and sometimes it's fun to make homes that aren't full of clutter or celebrity mansions. Number 5. The No Mistakes Build Challenge. The No Mistakes Challenge I think was my favorite to look into. On the surface, many people give credit to Deligracy for creating this challenge, or at least popularizing it. And if you looked at her description on her first No Mistakes video in 2018, you might also think this. There's no one else credited in the description for creating a challenge. But in digging a bit deeper, I found that Thomas TV had created a no mistakes build in August of 2017. Then I checked his description and I found a link to Urban Sims' version of the challenge that had been posted just a few days before. It was there that I finally found my answer. The No Mistakes Build Challenge was created by Simply Simly on Twitter in August of 2017. Thanks, Simply Simly. Again, the No Mistakes Challenge is simple in its aim. When you are building, you're not allowed to make mistakes. That means once you place an item, that's it. That's where that item goes. Did you forget to change the swatch color? Too bad. Do you need it placed a little bit more to the right? Too late, my friend. Some simmers who enjoy masochism have combined the No Mistake Challenge with all sorts of other things. The 10-minute No Mistakes Challenge, the No Zoom, No Rotate, No Mistakes Challenge. There are plenty of ways to switch this one up to allow it to ruin your day even more than it already will. Number 6, the Random Packs Challenge. I couldn't find any information to the contrary of what I already believed on this one. It seems like this challenge came about and grew in popularity fairly quickly when James Turner came out with a random pack generator on his website. This generator allows you to select the packs you own, select how many random packs you want chosen, and then just hit a button and it'll do the work for you. The premise of this challenge is again simple enough. Each area of your house will be only using one randomly selected pack, and in some versions the base game is usable as well. So if you build a house with a kitchen, living room, dining room, bedroom, and bathroom, you'll be using 6 packs, including the one for the exterior of the build. SydneyMacoretta has done some really interesting variations of this challenge as well, including my favorite where every 5 minutes she changes the random pack she's able to build with. Number 7, the Tiny House Challenge. With the addition of the Tiny Living Stuff pack we've gotten, this challenge was exceptionally hard to research, but the first person that I remember doing tiny home challenges was James Turner, with his 6x6, 5x5, 4x4, 3x3 series that came out well before tiny living was even a concept in the game. If anyone could prove me wrong and find a different creator of I guess this would be a challenge, leave it in the comments below. Before Tiny Living came out, we really had no necessity to build tiny homes except for the challenge of doing it. Now that tiny homes come with incredible boosts during gameplay, we have all of the reasons to give these challenges another go. The challenge premise is again simple. How tiny can you make your functional home? And despite how difficult this looks, there are many simmers out there who have come up with some really interesting ways to mash together items while still keeping them functional, like Simmerkey's one-tile bathroom. Make it even more challenging by limiting yourself to a 3x3 area, or another specific size that doesn't leave much room for visual interest, and see how nice you can make it. Number 8, the Objects I Hate Challenge. Who doesn't love the challenge of building with only items in game that they despise? This is a fun challenge created by Thomas TV in August of 2018, and many people since then have tried this challenge. The rules are that you must create at least a room build, but you could go as far as a full house. But every item and swatch you use must be something you dislike, hate, or just never use. This is always a fun challenge to watch because everyone has different likes and dislikes within the game. An object that may be your absolute favorite could be on somebody else's hated list. And maybe you find out that you don't actually hate an object you're trying to use, but you just haven't been using the right swatch or placing it in a way that looks good. With titles like "This challenge made me almost quit the game" and "Why do I do this to myself?" This seems like a difficult and yet fun challenge for people looking to do something different in their game. Give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe you'll find some items you've simply never given a chance. Number 9, the Premade Rooms Challenge. The earliest instance of the Premade Rooms Challenge was in August of 2015 by Urban Sims, who did state in her video that she created the challenge. Thanks for that, Urban. It made it really easy to figure it out. The Premade Rooms Challenge is essentially at its core what I like to refer to as a Franken-build. You take pre-made rooms like living rooms, kitchens, and bathrooms from either the game itself or from the gallery, and you have to piece them together into a functional and hopefully aesthetically pleasing looking home. It's up to you whether you want to give yourself leeway with deleting walls, windows, etc. that would allow your build to be more functional. Or if you want to force yourself to keep every room exactly as it is and task yourself to fitting them together like puzzle pieces. Number 10, shell challenges. Shell challenges are last on this list because they're not only my favorite type of challenge, but they really and truly vary from person to person. No one simmer can stake claims on shell challenges, and everyone is doing them these days. From big, imposing, beautiful shells like Kate Emerald's recent shell challenge, to monthly shells like LilacLydiaDeetz, to this super funny rat-shaped shell from Betzeroni, which honestly inspired this entire list. It's a fucking rat. How could I, the queen of rats, not absolutely adore this shell challenge? So many creators run shell challenges at any given time, and it's a piece of cake to find current challenges if you maybe want your creation to be shown off. Or you can go through the hundreds of older shell challenge builds in the gallery and go to town on one of those. While there are plenty of other build challenges out there, these are the 10 that truly stuck out in my mind. If you've created a challenge or know of a challenge that I didn't mention on this list, feel free to leave it in the comments below for your fellow simmers. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!